Everywhere you look right now, someone is declaring the MBA dead. Economists are saying that the era of the MBA advantage is over. Tech leaders have spent years saying that degrees don't matter, and companies have dropped them from job requirements. And the newest version of the argument is, if AI is automating the very work that business graduates were trained to do, why would anyone pay 6 figures for that education? Here is what I find interesting. This is not the first time. The MBA was declared dead after the 2008 financial crisis. It was declared dead when online education arrived. It was declared dead during the pandemic. And every single time, the prediction failed for the same reason. A reason that tells you exactly whether the MBA is worth it for you in 2026. Critics keep attacking the education and the truth that business schools do not print on the brochure is that the education was never the primary value of the MBA. If you're new here, I'm Caitlin. I'm an Oxford MBA, and for the past 8 years, I've been helping applicants get into all the top business schools around the world. Today, I'm going to tell you why I chose to do my MBA, because it's the clearest way I can explain what this degree actually is and why critics keep getting it wrong. Here's the plan. What the MBA is sold as versus what it actually provides, how the AI critique misses the target, my own honest reasons for choosing Oxford, what all of this means about whether you should apply in 2026. Now, fair warning, I like cutting through the noise and getting to the truth in any situation. So my perspective is going to be direct. Here is how the MBA is marketed to the world. You go to business school to get business knowledge. Now, that part is real. You will learn finance, accounting, marketing, statistics, leadership, technology, and operations. The knowledge in the classroom is genuinely good. But ask anyone who has been through a top MBA what changed their life, and the knowledge in the classroom is rarely the first thing they mention. The unwritten reasons for the MBA, which are more important than the education, are these. Number 1, the network. You spend 1 or 2 intense years alongside carefully selected people from dozens of countries and industries. And those relationships compound for the rest of your career. Number 2, the access. Access to bright business minds, to professors who advise governments and companies, to alumni who will pick up the phone because you share a school, to investors and funding if you want to build something. Number 3, the experiences, the treks, the competitions, the late night debates, the exposure to how people who come from completely different worlds think. These change how you see business and how you see yourself. And number 4, the brand. A name on your CV that does a very specific kind of work. It makes people assume things about you before you've even said a word. That is the actual product. The education is the visible part. The network, the access, the experiences, and the brand are the value. Now, hold that against the MBA advantage is over argument. The argument goes, AI is automating the analytical work that business graduates do. Therefore, the degree that teaches that work is losing its value. 2 problems with that. First, a basic fact about who MBA students actually are. You need several years of full-time post-college work experience to apply to top MBA programs. The typical student has anywhere from 3 up to 10 years, and the averages are around 5 or 6 years. And they come from everywhere: consulting, engineering, medicine, law, the military, nonprofits. In my Oxford class, most people were well beyond the junior analyst stage of their careers before they even set foot in the program. So the picture of the MBA graduate whose job AI is about to automate, the junior person building models and pulling research, that mostly is not who is sitting in the MBA classroom. These people already did those years. They are using the MBA to pivot industries, step into leadership, learn the lingo, or reposition themselves. AI automating entry-level analysis simply does not touch the reason they are there. Second, and this is the bigger one, the business knowledge was already commoditized long before AI in its current form arrived. That's the part that is most surprising to me about the current panic surrounding the MBA. You have been able to learn accounting, corporate finance, marketing, strategy, technology and operations, economics on Coursera and through online boot camps for over a decade and for a fraction of the price. If the MBA's value were the knowledge, the MBA should have died years ago. It did not die. Applications grew again last year, and the format that grew was the full-time, in-person, 2-year MBA, the most immersive and the most expensive version, while online and flexible formats declined. Think about what that means. If people were buying education, they would be flooding into the cheapest, most efficient format. They are doing the opposite. Applicants are paying the premium for the version with the most human contact, because at some level, everyone knows what the real product is. So when AI makes business knowledge even cheaper and even more available, it is not destroying the MBA's value. It is finishing a process that started years ago, and in doing so, it is clarifying what the MBA was always really for. And there's one more reason the MBA is not going away quickly. And I'm going to say it plainly because almost nobody in this debate does. Human beings have a deep need to rank ourselves. Every society that has ever existed has built status hierarchies. And in professional life, credentials are one way we do that. The MBA from a top school is a status symbol. That is not meant to be a criticism. That is an observation about how the world works, and pretending otherwise does not help you make a good decision. Here's why that matters for the AI question. A status symbol gets its value from scarcity. AI is making business knowledge more abundant. Anyone can have it now essentially for free. But AI does absolutely nothing for making a seat at Oxford, at Harvard, or INSEAD less scarce. Those classes are not getting bigger. If anything, as the knowledge becomes free, the things that remain scarce, the seat, the name, the signal, become more valuable in comparison, not less. Status does not depreciate when information does. It is one of the oldest currencies we have. Let me make this personal because I want to be completely honest with you about my own decision. When I was deciding whether to get an MBA, I already knew I could get the education elsewhere. If all I had wanted was the business knowledge, Coursera existed. Online programs existed. I could have learned the frameworks for a few $100s from my sofa. I went to Oxford for 2 reasons, and neither of them was the curriculum. The first was the brand. I wanted alignment with a name that would make people think I was smart without me having to convince them of it. I know how that sounds out loud, but if you have ever walked into a room as the person who has to prove themselves from zero, then you know exactly how much that shortcut is worth. It works across borders, across industries, and across decades. And no online certificate does that work for you. The second was the community. I wanted to join a network of individuals doing genuinely interesting things across a variety of industries. And Oxford gave me something that other business schools could not. The MBA sits inside a wider university. My network was not limited to business students. I had direct and frequent access to people focused on mathematics, history, neuroscience, astrophysics. Some of the most interesting conversations of my year were with people who had nothing to do with business. And that cross-pollination shaped how I think to this day. The education came with all of that, and it was good, but it was the wrapper, not the gift. By the way, if you are weighing whether an MBA, a specialized master's degree, or waiting a year is the right move for your situation, this is exactly what I built Master Plan Academy for. It is my community on school, and we go deep on this decision and the entire application process. There is a 7-day free trial, so you can come in and look around at no cost. The link is in the description. If the real value is the network, the access, and the brand, then the MBA is worth it in 2026 when you are buying those things. It is worth it for you if you already have several years of full-time post-college work experience and you are ready for the pivot the MBA is built for. A new industry, the leadership step, a new market. It is worth it if the brand does real work in your career plan. For example, if you are international and looking to switch into a market where they don't know your previous employer's name, having the university's name is not a vanity. It is the fastest trust transfer mechanism in business. It is worth it if you actually use the access, the funding networks if you want to build, the alumni doors, the cross-industry relationships. The MBA rewards the people who do the part outside of the classroom. And the same logic tells you when the MBA is not worth it. If you are buying it for the education, do not. I say this with love. You can get the knowledge from Coursera, from boot camps, and now from AI faster and radically cheaper. Paying 6 figures for information that is functionally free is one version of this purchase that no longer makes sense in 2026. If the school cannot deliver the real product, do not. This is uncomfortable but important. The network, the brand, the access argument works if the school can actually deliver the network, the brand, and the access. The growth is concentrating in the most selective programs. And weak brand MBAs will give you the commoditized part, the education, without the part that was the point. Be honest about which product you are being offered. And if you are early in your career without the years of work experience, the MBA is not your degree yet. That is not a rejection, it is simply about sequencing. So is the MBA advantage over? The MBA advantage the critics are describing, the knowledge advantage, has been fading for a decade, and AI is simply finishing the job. But that was never the real advantage. The real advantage is the network, the access to bright minds, the funding, the experiences, and the brand. People do not pay for the MBA to be educated. They pay to be connected, they pay to be credible, and they pay to be changed. And AI automating junior analyst work doesn't touch that at all. The question for you is not whether the MBA still teaches valuable things. It is whether you are at the stage of your career and aiming for the caliber of school where the real product is actually on the table. If this helped, subscribe, because I break down decisions like this every week for applicants just like you. And if you are ready to work on your own application, Master Plan Academy is free for 7 days. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.